Hello again, this is Anna Mardall, and these are my Starbound tutorials. Last time we talked about how to not die of starvation or exposure on your first night, and then I promised we'd show how to build houses. So we're going to go back with Rose and load her up, and then wait. Okay, we're going to teleport back down to our camp. And so we want to build just like a tiny little house to show kind of the basics of how it's done. So we're going to need our wood planks or whatever, but we'll do wood planks. And whenever you want to place something, you can do it from your inventory or from the hot slot. It doesn't really matter. It defaults to placing them in blocks of 4. If I was to set this down, this would be 4 blocks of this wood planks. What we're going to do is we're going to hold down the shift key, and now it's a single block. So there's a couple ways to do this to be. I'm going to go ahead and pick up our crafting table, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up our campfire. So those are in our inventory now. And just clear these little guys out. One thing we could do is we could sort of smooth this out, or we could, since there's just a couple little gaps, we could just take the dirt block and hold down the shift key again to get one, and just boop, boop, boop. There, now it's flat. And boop, boop, boop. There, now it's flat. So we're gonna throw down some wood planks, and this is gonna be like the tiniest house ever. Oh, there's a tree branch in the way. Normally we would cut that down, but there's our little house. Tiny little house. Rain doesn't get on us. Monsters don't get on us. But oh, how do we get out? Just, again, to pick up anything you've placed, the matter manipulator or the pickaxe, whenever you build one of those, will just put it right back in your inventory. Doesn't damage it or hurt it in any way. And if we were to place the crafting table down and go back in there, we could get a door, which we will do that now, although I don't know that we have the resources. E, and I believe it's down. Well, here, let's show how the search function works. There, door. Sure enough, we can make a door with 20 of our wood planks. So we're going to craft that and lay that down. Nope, we can't because we need to make room for it. So we're gonna take those out. Now we can lay the door. So one thing you can do is you can interact on the door by hitting E, walk through it. And if a monster was coming after you, you could zip through here, hit E, and boom, now it can't get in your house. But, one of the things that you're probably thinking, if you're like me, is, well, gosh, this is a nice little wooden frame here, but it's kind of weird because there's still this clear background and you can see the mountain, and that's odd. You'll remember in the first tutorial we talked about how you can break up the background items with your matter manipulator or your pickaxe or whatever by holding the right mouse button instead of the left mouse button. Well, that's true for placing things too. So if we go in our inventory and have this here, if you hit the right mouse button instead of the left, now it's in the background. And you can put walls in your house. Now, we weren't able to put very many walls because I didn't have enough wooden planks right now to properly fill out the walls, but they're there. And if we wanted to take them back down, it's just the same as, because we left click to take these out, we right click to take these out. And they go right back in your inventory. Boom. There it is. So we could place that here now. So that is how you make houses and walls. And, sure enough, it's raining and there is no rain hitting us because we're in our warm, dry little house. And obviously, as the game goes on and you get more resources, you will expand this like whoa, and it'll be a nice big house instead of a tiny house. But that is the basic mechanics of house building, which is very easy once you know how, and very hard if you don't. So that is how you build a house in Starbound.